For millennia, the Dravari ruled the outer spiral. Born from a planet of molten rivers and storms that could shear flesh from bone, they had earned the feared title of Deathworlders, beings evolved from the deadliest environments in the galaxy. Their bones were like carbon steel, their senses razor-sharp, and their warriors unstoppable. They thought they were unmatched. That belief shattered the day they discovered Earth. It began with a long-range exploration probe that registered odd anomalies from a yellow star system. The readings made no sense. High radiation, unstable atmosphere, dangerously aggressive fauna. Yet, intelligent life thrived there. Curious and arrogant, the Dravari dispatched a cruiser to investigate. What they found changed the galaxy. Commander Kareth, the mission leader, reviewed the first scans of Earth's biosphere and scoffed. Primitive. Their architecture is made of stone, glass, and wood. They use internal combustion engines and projectiles. We conquered faster than light before their ancestors even made fire. But sir, one of the science officers interrupted, their planet's gravity is stronger than Dravari Prime's. Oxygen levels are unusually high. Their ecosystem is hostile. Thousands of apex predators, pathogens, seismic activity, even seasonal planet-wide storms. Yet their population exceeds 8 billion. Kareth frowned. How did they survive this long? He got his answer when their diplomatic envoy landed in a human city named Nairobi. The first contact was polite. The humans were cautious but curious. Their ambassador, a woman named Dr. Elena Graves, greeted the Dravari with calm professionalism. She didn't flinch at their serrated jaws or glowing eyes. Kareth underestimated her. Days turned into weeks. Tensions rose when a Dravari soldier insulted a human Marine in orbit. The Marine, Sergeant Victor Ramirez, challenged him to unarmed combat. It was meant to be a lesson. It became a warning. Victor didn't just win, he annihilated the Dravari warrior. His endurance outlasted triple-jointed strikes. His bones didn't shatter, they absorbed impact. His tactics were unpredictable, his anger cold and surgical. Afterward, bleeding from a cracked brow, he simply said, "We fight to win. Always have." That was the turning point. The Dravari had believed they were born of the harshest world in the galaxy. But Earth? Earth was chaos wrapped in green. Hurricanes, earthquakes, predators, poisons, wars, and extinctions. And still humanity stood, smiling with defiance. A Dravari biologist later whispered, "Their entire species is post-traumatic, and they adapted. That's far more terrifying than strength." Worse, the humans had no genetic modifications, no bio-enhancements. Their death world created them naturally. Then came the revelation. Earth had classified itself a Class 12 hostile world, and humans chose to stay. The Dravari Council convened. Some wanted alliance, others wanted containment. But Kareth knew the truth. They could no longer dominate the galaxy with fear, because now they weren't alone, because now humanity had arrived. In time, Earth and Dravari Prime formed an uneasy alliance. Humans introduced the concept of sports diplomacy, controlled combat as cultural exchange. The galactic games began, and the Dravari watched wide-eyed as humans excelled not just in warfare, but in creativity, stubbornness, and madness. One game had a name that echoed across 1,000 worlds: rugby. That was the final straw. After witnessing grown men slam into each other without armor, a Dravari elder simply muttered, "They're not Deathworlders, they're willing Death Seekers." But the truth was simpler. Humans weren't fearless. They were afraid every day, of death, of pain, of each other. But they had learned to dance with fear, to tame it, weaponize it. Now, for the first time in history, the galaxy had two apex predators. And the Dravari, who once believed they were the gods of violence, were humbled by a race that had made war and art and survival a birthright. That was the turning point. The Dravari had believed they were born of the harshest world in the galaxy. But Earth? Earth was chaos wrapped in green. Hurricanes, earthquakes, predators, poisons, wars, and extinctions. And still humanity stood, smiling with defiance.